welcome to English class Macvision Aviraj Girls School. Today we are going to start with a new poem, that is Rain on the Roof, which is written by Coates Kinney. So this poem is written by Coates Kinney, and who was Coates Kinney? He was an American lawyer, politician, journalist, and poet. Who was Coates Kinney? Coates Kinney was an American lawyer, politician, journalist, and poet. So who is a lawyer? Lawyer होता है वकील, politician नेता, journalist the people who work for media, जो लोग मीडिया के लिए काम करते हैं वो होते हैं journalist, and those who write poetries are poets. So he was an American lawyer, politician, journalist and poet. Rain on the Roof was his most popular poem. तो उनकी जो मोस्ट पॉपुलर पोएट्री थी वो कौन सी थी? रेन ऑन द रूफ, जो कि आज हम पढ़ने वाले हैं. ओके, सो लेट्स नाउ डिस्कस अबाउट द टाइटल ऑफ द पोएम. व्हाट इज द टाइटल ऑफ द पोएम? रेन ऑन द रूफ. ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हेन वी रीड द टाइटल, जब हम टाइटल को पढ़ते हैं तो फर्स्ट वर्ड जो हमें क्लिक करता है वो कौन सा है इसमें से? रेन ऑन द रूफ. मतलब पोएम किस चीज के बारे में होगी? ऑब्वियसली अबाउट रेन. सो द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग हियर इज दैट द पोएम इज अबाउट रेन. पोएम किसके बारे में है? रेन के बारे में है. ओके, सो रेन ऑन द रूफ, हियर आर्टिकल द इज यूज्ड बिफोर रूफ. Now where do we use article the? We have already discussed this. Article the हम तब use करते हैं when we talk about a specific thing or person, कि वही वाली चीज या वही वाला person. Okay? So here rain on the roof. So roof is a specific roof here. और वो किसकी roof है? Cottage. जहाँ पे poet रहते हैं उस कॉटेज की रूफ इज रेफर्ड टू इन द टाइटल. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पे रूफ क्या है? जो कॉटेज की रूफ है जिसमें कि पोएट रहते हैं उसको यहाँ पे रेफर किया गया है एज द रूफ. नेक्स्ट, सो दिस पोएम इज अबाउट रेन एंड हाउ रेन ब्रिंग्स द मेमोरीज ऑफ द पास्ट. ठीक है, पोएट जब रेन की पैटर्निंग साउंड को सुनते हैं तो उनको अपना पास्ट याद आता है, उनको अपनी पास्ट मेमोरीज याद आती है. एंड हियर रेन ब्रिंग्स द मेमोरीज ऑफ द पास्ट. और पोएट को वो सारी चीजें याद आती हैं जो वो अपने पास्ट में करते थे. राइट, ही बेसिकली रिमेंबर्स हिज मदर. वो अपनी मदर को याद करते हैं, वो अपने सिबलिंग्स को याद करते हैं. So what are siblings? Who are siblings? Siblings क्या होते हैं? Siblings are your brothers and sisters. Real brothers and sisters को हम siblings कहते हैं. So rain brings back the memories of the past. Okay. So now let's look at the setting of the poem. Poem कहाँ पे set है? First of all, poet कहाँ पे है? He is there in his cottage. वो कहाँ पे है? अपने cottage में. He is lying down on his bed. वो अपने बेड पे lie down कर रहे हैं, लेटे हुए हैं. And the rain suddenly comes. So now this poem is basically about the healing power of rain, and the setting is the cottage where the poet is living these days. Now cottage में he is lying on his bed, and the next thing is that he pillow. That means उन्होंने अपना सर किस पे रख रखा है? पिलो पे रखा हुआ है. Okay? And then he is listening to the patter of soft rain. And he is listening to patter of soft rain. वो किसकी आवाज को सुन रहे हैं? जो सॉफ्ट रेन आ रही है वो उसकी आवाज को सुन रहे हैं. So here one thing that is significant is that the downpour, the rain is not very, is not very fast. It's not coming very fast. It's not a heavy downpour. Okay, rather it is a soft rain. वो heavy rain नहीं हो रही है. It's coming very softly. Now let's discuss the word meanings. The first word is humid. Humid का क्या मतलब होता है? हम बोलते हैं ना कि ह्यूमिडिटी है. That means moisture. Humid means moisture in air, or you can say full of moisture. Okay? Now air में moisture जब होता है उसका क्या मतलब है? That there is water content in the air in the form of gas. Okay? So water आपको पता है कि water exists in 3 states. One is solid, that is ice. Then we have liquid, that is water, and gas, that is vapors. So when the water is in the form of vapors, जब वो moisture के form में होता है तो वो air में exist करता है. Okay? Now the second word is hover. What is the meaning of hover? That means to remain in one place in the air. Air में एक ही जगह पे रहने को हम बोलते हैं hover. The next term is starry. Starry means full of or lit by stars. जहाँ पे बहुत सारे stars होते हैं उस एरिया को बोलते हैं starry area. That means when there are a lot of stars together, जब वो shine करते हैं एक साथ उसको बोलते हैं starry. Okay? Full of or lit by stars. And the fourth one is sphere. Sphere means the area of activity. So starry sphere is a phrase that means जो area है that is lit up by stars. जो area stars से चमक रहा है that is called starry sphere. Now we have another word, bliss. Bliss means happiness. Bliss means happiness. Okay, खुशी, right? So these were some of the words whose meaning you must know, as these words are used in the first stanza of the poem. So today we are going to discuss only the first stanza of the poem. आज हम सिर्फ first stanza discuss करेंगे poem का. So let's begin. First let me read the first stanza. मैं read करके सुना देती हूँ आपको. When the humid shadows hovered over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness greatly weeps in rainy tears. What a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. So here in this stanza, the poet is describing how there are clouds in the sky which are full of moisture, and when the rain comes, उसकी एक sound होती है, and that sound is referred to as patter. So rain जो sound कर रही है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Patter. हम बोलते हैं ना कई बार pitter patter. Okay, so that is the sound of rain. So let's begin. When the humid shadow hovered. So what is the humid shadow here? Humid क्या होता है? Full of moisture, and humid shadow here when the humid shadow over, मतलब जब rain bearing clouds sky में है at one place over all the starry spheres, मतलब stars है, so what time is it? It's night time obviously. It cannot be day because stars कब होते हैं sky में at night. So the stars are there in the sky and over all the starry spheres. So that means ये जो ह्यूमन शैडो है, ये जो क्लाउड्स हैं, वो किसको कवर कर लेते हैं? स्टार्स को. ओके, स्टारी स्फीयर को वो क्लाउड्स कवर कर लेते हैं. एंड द melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. And the melancholy means sadness. Okay, so melancholy darkness means sad darkness. So here darkness is described as sad. Melancholy means sad. So the darkness is referred to as sad. कि darkness काफी sad लग रही है. So now one thing to be noticed here is darkness is not a very positive word. It's usually associated with negativity. Darkness को हम किससे associate करते हैं? Negativity से. कभी हम बोलते हैं कि darkness अंधेरा पॉजिटिव है. No, we do not. We refer light as a positive aspect and darkness as a negative aspect. So here sadness is also a little negative term, not a little, very negative term. So melancholy darkness, जो darkness है वो बहुत sad है and darkness gently weeps. Darkness धीरे धीरे क्या करती है? रोती है. Can the darkness weep? Weep means cry, रोना. So darkness क्या रो सकती है? Do you think? No, it cannot. So a non-human entity is referred to as a human entity. Okay? So darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. So जो darkness जब रोती है, darkness is very sad. Hence it cries. और जब वो रोती है, जब डार्कनेस वीप करती है, तो क्या आते हैं? रेनी टीयर्स. मतलब टीयर्स को बोला गया है रेन. सो द टीयर्स बिकॉज ऑफ द टीयर्स दैट आर देयर बिकॉज ऑफ द डार्कनेस इन द डार्कनेस आर रेफर्ड टू एज रेनी टीयर्स. मतलब रात में बारिश हो रही है. ओके, सो इट्स अ वेरी फिगरेटिव लैंग्वेज दैट हैज बीन यूज्ड हियर. यहाँ पे बहुत सिंबॉलिक मीनिंग देके ये बताया गया है कि रेन कैसे आती है. ओके, और वो रेफरेंस क्या है? वो रेफरेंस है डार्कनेस, जो कि सैड है, जो कि क्राई कर रही है, और उसके क्राई करने की वजह से रेन आ रही है. ओके, व्हाट अ ब्लिस टू प्रेस द पिलो ऑफ अ कॉटेज चेंबर बेड. सो हियर वी गेट टू नो कि पोएट कहाँ पर है, वेयर द पोएट इज. So where is the poet? He is in a cottage and he is lying down on his bed. So poet कहाँ पे है? वो cottage में है and वो bed पे लेटे हुए हैं. And he says that what a bliss. What a bliss means what a happiness. Okay, bliss means happiness, खुशी. So वो बोलते हैं कितनी खुशी होती है जब rain आ रही हो and when you press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. So he says कि मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि मैं पिलो में सर रख के सोता हूँ. When the rain comes, जब रेन आती है तो मैं पिलो पे अपने बेड पे लेटा हुआ पिलो पे सर रख के सोता हूँ and it brings happiness to me. So यहाँ पे here a question is very important, that is what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed. So what brings happiness to the poet? Number one, rain, and second thing, when he lies down in his bed, जब वो अपने बेड पे लेटते हैं and he presses his head against the pillow, पिलो पे सर रख के जब वो लेटते हैं, so this brings a lot of happiness to him. And lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. And he lies listening to the patter. Patter is the sound made by rain. So patter किसको रेफर कर रहा है यहाँ पे? The sound that is made by rain. And the rain is very very soft. जो rain है वो बहुत soft साउंड है, द साउंड दैट इट इज प्रोड्यूसिंग इज रेफर्ड टू एज patter. And lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. So here there is an exclamation mark. Where do we use exclamation mark? Exclamation marks हम कहाँ यूज करते हैं? When we refer to a sudden emotion or feeling, जब हम अपनी कोई sudden emotion या sudden feeling बताते हैं, तब हम exclamation mark का यूज करते हैं. So here the exclamation mark is used because poet's happiness, sudden happiness is described here. यहाँ exclamation mark का ये reference है that the poet is very very happy and his happiness is being described here in these lines. So here in this stanza, the poet talks about the rainy clouds that are there in the sky, जो stars के सामने आ जाते हैं, and then जो darkness है, it is very sad and it weeps, वो cry करती है, and as it cries क्या आती है? Rain आती है. That brings happiness with it. So poet को क्या feel होता है? He is feeling very happy at this point of time, and वो cottage chamber bed पे लेटे हुए हैं और उनको बहुत खुशी मिल रही है उस पिलो में सर रख के लेटे रहने में और patter of the rain को सुनने में. Okay, so hope this stanza is very clear to you. All the references and symbolisms are clear to you. Now let's discuss the figures of speech used in these lines. So first stanza में पहला edge, edge, her sound is getting repeated here and here. Okay, and it is the first letter of the word. Edge sound जो है, edge sound यहाँ पे repeat हो रही है. Humid, hover, her sound. Okay, and it's there in the beginning of the sentence. तो ये कौन सा figure of speech है? It's alliteration. हमने पढ़ा था figures of speech पढ़े थे हमने. So I'll just repeat what is alliteration. Alliteration वो figure of speech है जो कि कहाँ यूज होती है? When जो दो या तीन या फोर नियर बाय वर्ड्स होते हैं उसका जब फर्स्ट लेटर रिपीट होता है या बिगिनिंग साउंड रिपीट होती है. सो इन सच केसेस alliteration is used. Okay, now the next is starry spheres. S letter or you can say sir sound is getting, S sound is getting repeated at the beginning of the words in the same line. Okay, so this is again an example of alliteration. Clear? Then next example of alliteration is, you just try and find out. इसमें है and or melancholy darkness. No. Gently weeps in rainy tears. No. What a bliss to press the pillow. P sound is getting repeated at the beginning of two words in a same sentence. So ये क्या हुआ? This is again an example of alliteration. And of a cottage chamber bed. Cottage chamber. So the first letter is the same, but the sound is different. Cottage, chamber. So this is a different sound. Okay. Next we have and lie listening. L sound is getting repeated. L sound. So this is again an example of alliteration of the soft rain overhead. Okay. So these were some of the examples of alliteration. Next, melancholy darkness. This is an example of transferred epithet. Transferred epithet. Now what is transferred epithet? Transferred epithet means when a characteristic is associated with something जिससे वो associate नहीं होना चाहिए. So melancholy मतलब sadness, darkness को sadness हो सकती है? No. Okay. Now if I say that a human being is in a melancholy mood, for example, I am in a and the melancholy darkness gently weeps. So can the darkness cry? Darkness क्या cry कर सकती है? No. It is a characteristic which is associated with human beings. So here a non-human entity is being represented as a human entity. So this is an example of personification. जब भी हम किसी non-human entity की जगह human characteristic use करते हैं, so that is referred to as personification. So this is an example of personification. Okay. The next is patter. Patter is a sound made by rain. So हमने क्या पढ़ा था, जब किसी चीज की साउंड को हम रेफर करते हैं, what is that figure of speech called? हमने पढ़ा है, it's called onomatopoeia. So this figure of speech is onomatopoeia. Now what is onomatopoeia? Onomatopoeia is a figure of speech in which the sound of something or someone is being represented. Okay, so here patter represents the sound of rain. Hence it is an example of onomatopoeia. किसी भी चीज का या किसी भी पर्सन का या किसी भी एनिमल की जो साउंड होती है, उसको जब हम रेफर करते हैं, that is referred to as